Hey everyone, I'm back. This time we're going to talk about side hustles or even just a hustle in general if you're not able to get a job. We know right now during COVID, jobs are very scarce. I don't know if you've noticed, I noticed a lot more people, let's say, I like In-N-Out. I'm in the West, so I get to eat some In-N-Out, enjoy my food. Having some In-N-Out, usually you see your teenagers and a few older ones who may be management. And now I see a lot more older ones because they're trying to get jobs because their jobs are still furloughed. So, what can you do to make sure you're making your money, one, go as far as it can go, two, have multiple sources of income, and three, just make it work as best as possible for yourself to get to where you want to go? Okay. Now we know, like I said, jobs are hard to come by. You may have someone who was used to making a certain amount, let's say $25 an hour, which may or may not be a lot of money depending on what state you live on, or state you live in, or where you are living as far as in the state. And you have different things, like if your job is furloughed and you're not getting the unemployment package that they have right now that's going on because of COVID, then your money has been significantly slashed. So if you don't have a side hustle, when whatever you like to do, it's making it a difficult situation. We already know this, okay? So now, as a teenager, what you can do actually is there's a wide array of what you can do. Literally, I met somebody yesterday. I was getting my maintenance done, getting my pedicure, getting the eyebrows on fleek, okay? And I'm talking to somebody, a mother and her daughter. Daughter is 12, going on 13. She loves editing videos. Now, we know there are people who just aren't good at editing videos. But some who that is their passion. She was like, I'm about to make her passion into an LLC because she's been doing editing people's videos for a little while and they've turned out great. We're about to turn it into a business so she can have her own income and she can get to where she wants to go quicker. Now my 12-year-old brain, I was not thinking on that level. Why? I don't know why. Oh, I was babysitting. And I thought, okay, babysitting, this is what I can do. I like kids. Yes, let's make this work. Okay. But if you don't know a lot of kids and you don't know the parents, but see, things get different these days. You know, my parents had me babysit with my younger sister. She was close-ish in age, as it were. So she went with me as a safety precaution. So no funny business was happening. We know we have a lot of craziness these days. So that one, just going into other people's houses, at 12 or 13, my parents were super cautious. Okay. Now, I do recall my parents saying, or reading other articles or reading books about, other children who were my age at the time, going to mow lawns for other people. When I was growing up, I was living in Arizona. It's hot. Not that many people had just grass. It's actually much cheaper. It's the desert. It's much cheaper to have rocks as your landscape. So that type of thing. And I was not about pulling weeds out of the rocks. I do not like to be outside in that particular fashion. So that was a no for me. But you can. What if that's your side hustle? There are people outside, people who literally can't move. That maybe they have a disability. Maybe they have something else going on. Maybe they simply don't have the time. But they want somebody to take care of their yard. And they may give a neighborhood kid the come up. They could have a landscaper. But they could also have, to take care of, if they have the cutters to manicure their bushes, take up trees, because there's certain things we just can't do. We don't have the strength or you don't have the equipment. But there's other things you can do. You never know what someone is available to do. You never know. I just read another article about 6 months back. Young lady, 9, 8, can braid some hair, making bank braiding some hair. Okay, I don't know if you've ever checked it out. Getting your hair done is expensive. But if you can go ahead, I got my hair done last time I got my hair in braids. I just have fine hair, so I just don't do it. But anyway, last time I had my hair done in braids, it was about $100. And she used to say when I was younger, when I was a young teenager, she was like, if ever I needed some money for something, I go do a head real quick, $200, boom. And I'm like, what the? Why wasn't I on your money tip when I was your age? Are we about the same age? It's just something we don't think about. So if you're on the come up, let's say you're thinking about moving out, like, oh man, I got this school to go through. I got to go through all of this stuff. I'm tired of being at home. I'm tired of whatever you're tired of. Or let's go with this. Ooh, I don't, I love my life, but I don't want my parents taking care of me. Okay, cool. I want to get, like I said, the car that I wanted when I was coming up. I really wanted that 745 Beamer when I was coming out of high school. Definitely not feasible in my budget with what I was making at the time. Okay, so you have to consider what is going to get you to where you want to go. But why didn't I make my money work for me? Here's something I just came across lately, and I mean within this year. I've always known about investing in stocks, in that it's out there. I thought it was only for rich people, or once you got your money together to invest so you can continue to make it happen for you. Okay, y'all. I don't even claim to understand it all the way, but I started taking online courses. Instagram, I found my sister recommended two gentlemen, Todd Capital, so I learned about options. And then Chris Johnson, I was learning about stock market gems. And in their courses, because they both know each other actually, in their courses they talk about if you can do fifth grade math, you can do investing. People, what I'm saying is serious. I read an article, again, I like to read. You got to read if you want to get to where you're trying to go. I read an article in June. Young man, 13, made $78,000 on an option. If my little 13-year-old self makes up $78,000, y'all couldn't even talk to me. Stop. No, really. Where are we putting our money? When I got my first job, I was like, ooh, let me get my shoes. I like shoes. We talked about this. I had my job at Just Her Feet. I used to get it to get shoes. My parents didn't play. So as soon as I got my job, like we used to go shopping. I was fortunate. My parents went shopping right before school started. Granted, I also grew a lot. I have growth spurts quick. I have the stretch marks to prove it, and it hurt a lot. But anyway, I used to have a budget. I think it was $250 at the time. When I got my first job, my mom was like, we can go in half. I played basketball, okay? So I wanted $100 shoes. She was like, we can go in half. I was like, half? Oh, the way that my money works. Hold up, wait a minute. Can we? No, there was no negotiating with my mom on that. We're going in half. So I wanted the latest and greatest. And that wasn't even, and I did want some Jordans at the time. Couldn't get them. They were that, again, that wasn't in my budget. So if you're going to try and make things happen, what's the best way to get there? Job, okay. But that side hustle, what if you don't have to work for somebody else? What if you can't work for somebody else because of whatever circumstances you may be having? Okay, so I have a couple questions that we need to consider when you're looking for these jobs, okay? Where do you want to be, and how can you get there? Where do you want to be, and how can you get there? You'd be like, Tamisha, I'm young. I mean, I have an idea, but I don't really know how to get there. Have you ever asked people who are in where you want to be? Ask them. Or sometimes they've written books, or people who are like them or have like circumstances have written books. Read. I don't know if you looked up things about people who are wealthy or who are affluent, who have money. They don't watch. I'm a TV-aholic. I claim that all day. I like movies. That's my thing. But your Oprahs, your Elon Musk, who's Tesla, your people who make money, Warren Buffett, they read daily. If you aren't reading, if you aren't getting your game up, you slacking. Where else can you get some skills? Because you could build skills, not even reading, yes. But there are skills you can have. You can look at these jobs like, oh, I'm trying to get this job. Where can I get these skills? You can get skills. There are online courses I was looking at, not even at a university level, like Udemy, udemy.com. There are courses. You could get, some of them are full price. They go on sale quite often. You know, it might be a $200 course down to $12. Come on. Let's get this skill so you can get your money. I'm not playing. I have courses on queue right now. I also do Gumroad. So Todd Capital and Chris Johnson, which I will put the links down in the description, they have their information on Gumroad. So why not take advantage? And let me see, $100 or $50. If I was going to spend it on some shoes, why not spend it on a course that's going to make me some money well over time? Okay. They talked about something that made me pause. Now, I've always known there are multiple ways of having income. I never thought about how to actually attain them. So that was my fault. That's where I failed myself. Okay. Don't do like me. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I understand finances, but I didn't understand. Like I said, I just got on this investing game this year, a few months ago. Okay. One of the things that they said, and one of the quotes, because now I start following a lot of people that talk about finances and how to make it work. They talked about affluent and wealthy people have an asset. So something that's giving them money to pay for a bill, a liability. So you have an asset that is paying you money to pay for your liability. So let's say you have this investment that is for real estate. Boom. And the dividends off of it give you the money to pay for this car monthly. Brain was blown. So we're going to talk about these type of things, and we're going to talk about these different ways. Let's get our money up so we don't have to struggle when we move out. Come on now. I know you there. I know you ready to make money. Where are you trying to spend your money? Let's get into this for real next time. Ask questions, please comment, and we can discuss this later. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you can know when new videos come out. Again, signing out. Demisha, talk to you guys later.